So I have one more question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
How do we keep a balanced perspective between, having the knowledge that we are not this body, at the same time, living through all of our experiences within the body? How do we balance those out, or keep a balanced perspective in our minds?
Can you give an example of what you mean by experiences through the body?
So, like I said, we have this knowledge. We're not the body. We're the spirit soul. So we're trying not to identify with the body. But then, we go through things in life. Like, for instance,
Okay.
seeing, what happened with George Floyd, or
Yeah.
Anything that happens in our lives that may be difficult, or, causes us distress.
Yes, that's true. Okay, I got your question. Now, see that how do we balance understanding intellectually that we are not the body, at the same time seeing what is happening to the body in a proper way. Now, that's why Krishna says yukta ahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya swapna yukta cheshtasya karmasu, that be regulated in your eating, sleeping, working and recreation. Why? Because the body is a machine and the body has to be taken care of adequately. If it is not, it will not function properly. It may break down. So when we go through certain bodily experiences, then to be conscious of what is happening to the body, that is not bodily consciousness. To be conscious only of what is happening to the body and not to be conscious of anything else. So when we eat food, we taste the food. Some food tastes good, some food tastes bad. Now, if we find some food to be tasting good, is that bodily consciousness? No. If simply for getting good tasting food, we start eating food which is involving violence against animals, meat and things like that, that would be anti-spiritual. But if we eat food that is healthy, that is offered to Krishna and tastes good, that's good. It's not that we have to necessarily go against the bodily stimuli. Simultaneously, it's not that we have to necessarily eat unpalatable food as a matter of austerity. It's that we just want to not be conscious of the body more than what is necessary. Raga dvesha vimuktaistu. So Krishna says, don't be too attached, don't be too averse also. Just focus on your spiritual purpose and do what it takes for pursuing that purpose. So, for example, if we are going through some physical pain, then we need to address that. If we are going through some emotional pains, then we need to address that. And that's why we may have mentors, or we may have devotee friends, we may have other spiritual counseling or other kinds of support systems, and we need to take help from them. So we don't, just like with respect to physical pain, if the pain is there, we have to do what we can to deal with it. But then if it's not going away, we have to learn to live with it. If somebody has chronic back pain, then what can they do? Well, they have to live with it and they have to function as much as they can. But if somebody has such pain that they can't work at all, then if they can't do particular kinds of work, well, it's not bodily consciousness to say, okay, I can't lift weights now, so I had to hire a porter for doing this or doing that, and somebody else can do some other things. Well, that's fine. So we can be conscious of the body, but we don't have to let our consciousness be restricted to the body alone. So we need to be conscious of the body, so that whatever is appropriate for our body, we get that and we do that. And if sometimes something excessive or painful is coming in a detrimental way for us, then we have to address that appropriately. So seeing the body as a valuable tool, in fact, not just a valuable, we could say at least in this life, it's an indispensable tool for us for serving Krishna. We take appropriate care of the body.